Kita di Plaza Indonesia Next Gen Festival, dan untuk hari ini kita bakal ngobrol-ngobrol tentang showbiz and how to survive in show business. Nah, hari ini kita bakal ngobrol-ngobrol sama seorang penyanyi yang udah sempat main di Opal juga. Kita udah melihat dia dengan lagu-lagunya yang luar biasa. Terus juga makin dikenal juga karena dia orderan untuk nyanyi di luar negerinya banyak ya. Jadi kemarin sempat main di F1, abis itu jadi opening act buat Coldplay. Siapa lagi kalau bukan Gina and Leticia right here. Halo, halo, halo.
Hai, what's up Kak Will?
Wow, wah udah lama nih gak ketemu Jinan nih. Gimana kabarnya?
I'm good.
How are you creatively right now?
Creatively, I'm writing.
We're writing.
It's going.
It's going. Just we're very excited karena last time kita ngobrol adalah lo katanya bakal menjadi opening act untuk Bang Chris and Coldplay gitu kan. How was that experience? And sekarang akhirnya gimana nih?
It was so surreal.
Yeah.
Honestly, kayak looking back, I'm suspicious that it was all a dream. Yeah. It's a great experience.
Man, that's crazy. But of course, you as a musician, karena memang kita lagi ngomongin tentang how to survive in show business. You've had albums, you've had music that everybody loves. Pertanyaannya adalah, kan kalau awalnya lo masuk ke musik gitu ya, did you think that you were going to be here right now, doing what you do?
Honestly, aku orangnya tipenya yang kayak just know the next step gitu.
Okay.
So I absolutely don't know how I ended up here.
Mm-hmm.
Tapi I feel like it's all accumulative gitu. Just because I love music, then I'm always trying to find the next step. Yeah.
Oke. Menurut kamu musik yang bagus itu seperti apa sih? Apakah itu musik yang booming? Apakah itu musik yang nyentuh hati? Musik yang bagus menurut Jinan tuh seperti apa?
Honestly, all music pasti ada kayak justification-nya gitu kan ya. Cuman my favorite kind of music is the ones that are authentic gitu. I feel like the music where you can tell the artist really meant that.
Yeah.
I feel like that always is the best because it translates that humanity in us.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
I love it. And of course, you have that authentic stuff. You always put yourself, you wear your heart on your sleeve in your music, pastinya gitu kan. Do you ever feel like what? Kalau misalnya sekarang kan lo udah jadi openingnya Coldplay, you've gone around the world, lagu lo juga di stream banyak banget sama orang-orang gitu. I think kalau lo dibikinin CV itu, CV lo tuh udah mentok gitu. Kayak banyak banget gitu loh yang udah lo lakukan gitu. AMI juga gitu kan, Anugerah Musik Indonesia. So my question is, ada gak sih hal yang masih belum lo capai dan lo pengen capai setelah ini?
Well, I feel like it's an endless journey, no?
Yeah.
There's so many people in the world, so many hearts to touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like rather than having an end goal, I feel like it's about doing more good every day gitu. And like my motto gitu kayak be good, be better gitu. Yeah, so I feel like as long as there's people in this world, you can always make new connections.
Be good, be better.
Yeah.
I love that saying, right? Be good and then be better.
Be better.
Tadi juga gue sempat melihat lo di dalam gitu ya. Boleh nggak sih ceritain tentang sesi yang lo lakukan di Plaza Indonesia Next Gen Festival? What were you talking about di sesi lo barusan?
Yeah. Okay, so tadi I was in a talk yang temanya tuh how to survive in showbiz.
Yeah.
Dan aku kayak awalnya sebenarnya rada minder gitu because like Kak Paru and Kak Gana are very people that are experts in their thing ya. Jadi aku juga try my best to deliver what I've learned as a musician aja gitu kayak. I feel like awalnya I'm trying to accumulate points yang benar-benar kayak logical and something like that. Tapi it ended up being like a really personal dan kayak wholesome things that I've learned in my experience as a musician gitu. So I was just telling them the next generation what I wanted to know when I first started music.
Dan lo juga bilang kayak you know how to make music, tapi akhirnya lo sign sama label tuh karena lo pengen biar bisa apa ya, you wanna know more about the showbiz gitu kan ya.
Absolutely.
Ya, dan akhirnya you know, you do A B C D, dan kayak tadi lo tuh orangnya logis juga ya. Jadi you had like a 4-step plan. It's like 4 P's, right?
It's a summary sebenarnya.
Yeah, it's a summary, right? Gue lupa. 4 P's is like plan.
It's purpose.
Okay.
Plan, perseverance, and play.
Nah, itu dia tuh. Nih, gue pengen ngebahas dikit-dikit nih ya. Kayak kalau lo kan ngomong tadi, you have to have a purpose. Of course, your music have to have a purpose. Tapi kalau menurut lo, what is your purpose?
That's a very heavy question.
Yeah.
Well, my purpose, I feel like it's related to being authentic.
Okay.
Tapi I feel like it's about delivering a message yang you feel like it's needed.
Okay.
Gitu. So authenticity, I feel like it can be you being you, but it also can be you delivering a message that you feel the world needs to hear.
Yang harus disuarakan ya pada akhirnya.
It's kind of beyond yourself juga. Gitu.
Okay, nah that's where you found it, of course, in the music. Nah, abis itu ya namanya juga musisi ya kan, pertama kali kalau misalnya kita kucuk, papa mama aku mau jadi musisi gitu kan, terus kayak makan dari mana, nah gitu kan, and so that goes into your
musik
second
bisa dimakan
point. Itu kan, and so it goes to your second point, which is like having a plan, right? So kalau kita ngelihat contoh lo, what was your plan?
My plan was well, first it was making music. That was like my earliest plan gitu.
Okay.
Karena as an amateur musician, the first plan was just posting. Gitu.
Okay, just posting all the stuff.
Just as simple as that gitu. Terus after I became a indie musician, the second plan was to meet people that know more than me, and that ended up being signing with a label.
Teman-teman dari Warner.
And I feel like that always develops gitu. My plan is kinda ngikutin my action juga sebenarnya. It's a developing thing.
So you know your plan always changes, right? Whatever that you're doing. Tapi yang pasti you always have that, you know, mentality of tadi, you know, be good, be better, always striving. Dan pastinya itu tadi, and the plan changes because you have to persevere. Nah itu yang ketiga tuh yang lo bilang gitu kan, and it's like katanya lo juga sempat mengerjakan hal-hal yang mungkin tidak sesuai sama musik lo gitu. Nah cerita dikit ya tentang itu.
Well, like what do you mean?
Kayak tadi lo sempat bilang katanya lo sempat bikin apa ya, guide buat museum atau apa gitu.
Oh yes.
Boleh cerita gitu kan?
Because the plan was to be like a musician to the point where I can live off it. Betul. Tapi ada poin di mana gap itu tuh masih terbuka lebar gitu.
Betul.
Dari independent artist sampai artis yang bisa live off of music tuh masih ada gapnya waktu itu aku. I think I was still in college gitu, dan aku butuh uang jajan gitu, uang makan.
Betul. Everybody needs to eat ya.
Jadi whilst I was making music, aku juga I was making these audio guides buat pameran-pameran seni di Bandung gitu. Gokil. So I was doing what I love, which is music, but also what I can be paid for.
Gue seneng banget sih sama ini, karena ini yang sering kali kita lupain gitu. Oke, gue mau jadi musisi, udah gue pengen musik aja. Tapi kadang-kadang ya emang ada gap itu tuh, nggak bisa langsung instan kan.
Yes, absolutely. We have to be realistic to some level. Gitu.
Betul. Dan akhirnya lo bikin audio guide untuk museum dan lain-lain, dan akhirnya and of course, and then lo baru balik lagi ke musik lagi pada lo bisa makan. Kan? Jadi so it's not always road kayak gue bisa lurus sukses gitu gak sih?
Sometimes I feel like it's not a linear thing. It's like a web gitu loh. Kayak you do music tapi you also get money from other stuff, and then you invest that money to music gitu. So it's like it's not a linear line.
Benar. Jadi ya belok-belok gitu. Oke. Nah, of course, terus yang terakhir yang lo bilang gitu tadi, after persevering is having play atau like being fun, having fun with it gitu. Nah, boleh cerita ringan tentang itu.
So play is ada relationnya juga sama authenticity sih. Karena I feel like music is so much energy work. Karena I bet you feel that way too. Whenever you make music, you're actually kayak delivering your thoughts, your opinions.
Bener.
And sometimes juga ada misalnya what you're saying is kayak something yang strong gitu, powerful, so you have to deliver it dengan semangat gitu.
Betul.
So it's so much energy work.
Of course.
Jadi you have to mean what you're saying, and to do that you have to actually enjoy it.
Iya, benar. And so ya itu tadi back to being authentic, ya kan jatuhnya. Of course, you have to enjoy. Kalau tadi yang gue denger tuh adalah lo nggak boleh bosen gitu, kayak what you do you have to do it every single day, dan itu juga you have to be playful with it as well gitu kan.
Absolutely.
I love it. Nah, kalau misalnya ngomongin tentang anak muda karena ini Next Gen Festival gitu kan ya, banyak teman-teman yang suka berhenti di tengah jalan gitu. Mungkin uangnya nggak ada di musik, atau mungkin mereka ngerasa bahwa aduh musik nih terlalu susah gitu untuk gue break out gitu. What do you have to say to them?
Well, it's definitely their choices sebenarnya. Karena aku nggak bisa memaksakan kayak lo harus fight for blah blah blah. Let's be realistic ya. That's not how you want people to live their life. If they suffer, then it's their choice to make gitu. Cuman what I feel like that can help is you have to know if you're in the right place aja gitu. Jadi if you feel like you're not making music, you're not making money with music, tapi you feel like you're in the right place, then you have to persevere gitu. Karena you have to follow what you feel like is your life purpose gitu.
Betul.
So I feel like as long as your gut says this is where I have to be at, then you have to persevere.
Of course. Gue senang, jadi ibaratnya kalau memang ya lo harus, you have to trust your intuition juga gitu ya.
Absolutely.
Jangan sampai kayak if this doesn't work out, it's not working out, tapi ternyata lo ngerasa bahwa ini tempat lo,
don't give that up so easily.
Exactly. Wah, mantap. So, Jinan, you've done so many collaborations with so many people. Kalau masih ada satu collab yang pengen lo lakukan, collab dengan siapa ke depannya?
Beyonce. Top of my mind.
Let's go. Why not, right?
Yeah, why not?
You gotta.
Yeah.
All right.
Adopt me.
Let's
Beyonce.
go. Nah, gue punya quick question. Gue A or B, lo tinggal pilih aja. Okay. Streaming atau vinyl?
Streaming, unfortunately.
Unfortunately ya. Konser outdoor atau indoor?
Indoor.
AC ya?
I can't.
Okay. Last one, musik. Nyapa duluan atau disapa duluan?
Disapa duluan.
Okay.
If you see me, just say hi, because I'm not gonna be doing it.
Pemalu. Okay. Thank you so much for sharing with us everything, your journey and everything. Pastinya Opal Gengs, kita masih bakal ngobrol-ngobrol sama banyak narasumber, cuma ada di Plaza Indonesia Next Gen Festival. Dan sampai jumpa di episode-episode berikutnya. Terima kasih, Gina.
Thank you, Kak Will. Thank you.